Hello and Namaste. In our previous video, we have seen how to download Python, and then we have also talked about various IDEs available for Python. Lastly, I have also demonstrated you the Python's default IDE, which is IDLE, and it can be used in the offline mode. And I have also familiarized you with online IDE, which is Colab by Google. Now in today's tutorial, I will be telling you more about the print command of Python, as well as we will be working with some of the basic arithmetic operators. But please note that from now on I will be using default IDE of Python, which is ideally for all my demonstrations. But as mentioned, that commands are same for all the IDEs, and whatever commands I am demonstrating you in the IDLE are also you can be used in the other IDEs also. So let's start. So before we move to the demonstration part, let us quickly understand a little theoretical concepts also. We have understood that IDLE of the Python has got two modes, that is interactive mode and script mode. Now interactive mode is also called the command line shell, and it executes the command then and there only, right? And it is been how you get to know that it's a shell mode. There is a 3 greater than sign there on the command prompt. Now the important feature of this interface is that it allows the user to edit, run, browse, and even debug a program, Python program, for a single interface. That means I need not to move back to the screen where I have to write a program and then the run screen is a different one. No, on the same screen I am writing the statement, there only I am getting the errors, I am correcting the errors, and I am executing and getting the output in the same screen only, in the single screen. Now you can type in the Python code and see the output in the same window. This I have already explained to you. Now it is an interface between Python command and the operating system directly. Now the interactive interpreter of Python is termed as Python shell. Now this is a case sensitive language, which is commonly which is a common feature on all the IDs. Now the other mode is a script mode. Now why we need this mode? Now in the shell mode, the previous one, when I am writing any command or a statement or a program, the moment my IDLE is, my shell is being closed, I will not be able to get those commands back. So if I want my program to be saved for future references or for future use, further uses, then I have to use the script mode, where whatever statements or programs I am writing, I can always, whenever next time I come, I can always open them back and can use it again. So a script mode is used for that purpose. Now how to start and use the script mode, I am going to demonstrate you in the shell definitely. But then just understand that the extension of the Python file is .py, and to run the program we use F5 command, or we can use the commands in the shell mode, that is the run module command. So let's get started now. So now I am going to shell, but before that, please, if you are liking my videos, if you are finding these video and tutorials useful, please like the video and subscribe to my channel and refer it to your other friends also. So I am moving to the shell mode now. Now in the shell mode, you can see I have opened my shell. This I have already told you last time, that how to open the shell mode. So you can see these 3 greater than signs, and it's written here also Python 3.8.2 shell. So this is the shell mode, or a command shell, you can say. So here, if let's say I am typing any command, it can be directly run by the interpreter. So if I am writing 10 plus 20, so you can see it is showing me the answer. Same way, another operator, if I am using 20 minus 10, it is giving me the answer. What could be the other operators that can be used in Python? So if I am writing 20 multiply, that is a star sign, and then I am writing 2, it is giving me the answer. Same way, if I am writing 32 or let's say 33 divided by 2, so it is giving me 16.5 in decimal. But same thing, if I would have divided it with 2, in which it is exactly divisible, even then it gives me the answer in the decimal value. So division operator always returns a value in the decimals. So if I want that my value should not be in decimals, then there is another operator in Python which is called floor division, FLOOR, floor division. So for that I have to use double division sign, and now when I am writing this way, so it is giving me only the integer answer. So the same way, if I am dividing it with 2, so it is giving me only 16. So that decimal part goes away the moment I am using the floor division. Then what else can we use in Python? So there is another operator, very interesting operator. So if I divide 33 by 2, so it gives me 16, which is my quotient value. But let's say I want to have my remainder. So for that there is an operator called modulo. So if I say this modulo, so it is going to give me the remainder as 1. And if I am saying 30 modulo 2, then it is going to give me 0. So for having the remainder value, we use a operator which is called modulo. So let us quickly revise. So plus we know, minus we know, multiplication we know, and we also know division. But if I using division in Python, it gives me the value in decimals. If I don't want the decimal part, then we will use floor division, which is a double division marks. Then same way, if I want the remainder of my division, then I use the operator which is called modulo. Now this is about the basic operators which we can use, arithmetic operators which we can use in Python. But when these operators, we use these operators on the numbers, integers, then they behave in this way which I have just demonstrated. But what if I am using these operators on a string values? String means text values. So let's say, now please understand before we'll start that in any programming language, string values or text values or character values are always enclosed in quotes. And in Python we can use a single quote, double quote and triple quote. All three are allowed. So let's say I am writing hello and I am using a plus operator and I'm trying to use another string value, so it will say me hello bye. So that means this plus operator with strings works as concatenate, right? So when I am using this plus with integer, it adds the value of those two numbers, whereas when I am using this plus operator with two strings value, or maybe one is integer and one is string, but whenever there is a string involved, this plus operator work like a concatenation operator and it joins the value of those strings. Same way, if I am using hello and I am saying multiply 3, so it will show me hello 3 times. So this again, this is a learning that this multiply sign, when is being used on a string, it replicate the value, so it becomes a replication, or it's called a repetition operator in that case. Now if I try to use any other operator beside these two on the strings, it will give me an error. So only these two operators are allowed with strings. So if I am writing hello and then I am trying to say minus and I am saying bye and I am entering, so it will give me an error saying that with string you cannot use minus. So these two only, the plus with strings work like concatenation and multiplication with strings work like a repetition. Rest any operator with strings does not work. Okay, so this is all about the basic operators which we can use in Python and on what values we can use them. Now let us understand the print command. So we have seen that although we can have directly use the numeric values as well as string values in the Python shell, but then print command also plays a very important role. In the shell maybe it is not making that difference, but when you are using a script mode and then you try to use these commands directly, it won't work. the compiler completely ignores when you are not using the print command with this. I am going to demonstrate you that also, but before that let us quickly see in the shell mode. When I am using print command, I am saying print and I am saying hello. So you can see it is printing the value hello. The same thing it did if I am just typing without print command. If I am using hello, even then it works same way. So but then here you can see it is coming with these quotes because I am not using the print value. Okay, so I am now continuing with the print command demonstration. So as I told you, so if I am writing print and then I am writing hello plus word, so it is showing me hello world. Now you know that is why I always said that Python is a very flexible and easy language, because if this hello word I need to print in any other programming language, let's say for C++, then I need to write at least 3 to 4 lines code to display this hello word, whereas in Python just by a single statement I can print that word hello word. Now if I am using the integers here, let's say I am displaying 20, 30, so you can see it is showing me those integers. So you know, if you notice, they are giving 1 space by default, so that 1 space in between the integer is a default separator. So when you are writing the numerics with the comma, so it understand that these values are different, and that separator by default it is giving a default separator which is a space. Now if I want that commas to come in between, so since I know that default separator is your space, but I want commas as a separator, in that case I have to use a value called sep, and then I have to, in the quotes I have to mention that I want commas here, and then I press enter. So you can see that instead of space now the comma is being used. Now I'm just copying this command and will show you that I can use any other symbol as a separator. So I am changing this value as, let's say, $, and I want a dollar as a separator, then it will come like this. If I put some other symbol, let's say I am putting a hashtag, and that will be the separator. So I hope this is clear that how this sep word is working. Now there are some terminologies like, you know, this sep, what are these parameters, arguments. So we will be gradually learning all this when we will be proceeding with our higher programming things. And today I am just demonstrating you the starting to get start with Python, so that you can have a feel that how to work in a Python environment. But if you notice one thing, there are certain words which are coming in purple color, whereas certain in the green, and some are in the black and blue. What are they? So Python, you know, is a beautiful language in which it shows you the different types of words with a different color codes. So all those words which comes in the purple are actually keywords. Now what are keywords? Keywords are those special words which hold a special meaning in the language. For example, print here is a keyword which is holding a special meaning in Python language, that it understands the moment I use print as a statement or as a command, it, you know, the message goes to Python that I want to display something on the screen. Right. So we will be learning in detail that, you know, what are functions and other things. But so as if now just understand that this print, since it is coming in a purple color, that means it's a keyword which is telling the, this shell command line that you have to display whatever I am writing in the braces. You have to display it as it is on the screen. Now this green color means it's a string. The moment I put anything in the quotes, that becomes the green color, that shows that it's a string value, whereas the rest of the commands are in the black. Now the output is always in the blue color, right? Now let's move forward. Okay, so we were discussing about the print command. Now we can print these integers in a different line also. So for that I am just writing the same numbers, and I am writing sep, and I am giving it a special value which is /n. Now /n means line break. So /n is a special word which we use for line break. So the moment I press enter, you can see that all the integers are coming, or whatever data I am passing here will come in the different line. Now it's not compulsory that I need to give only the integer value. If I am writing hi, then I am writing bye, and I am writing word, sorry, I need to correct this, and then I am writing separator as line break, and then I am entering. So you can see it is coming in the different line. So basically this /n will give a line break after every word or every string which I am mentioning in the print, or any integer I am mentioning in the print. And then I am writing print, and then I am using integers because it's easier for me to type, but you can use string also as I showed you. Then I am writing sep, and I am using /t. Now what is /t? So if you notice, instead of now 1 space break, it is giving these spaces. So this is basically a tab break. So T stands for tab. So these all we can use as a separator. Now this is all for the shell part. Now let us use the script part also. So to use these commands in the script, I have to say file, I have to say new file, and the new file will be created. Right now this is an untitled file, and if you notice, it's actually a notepad file, right? By default it's a text file. So as I told you, at the time of saving, you need to give it an extension .py. Okay, now let me show you, as I told you, that if I write directly these commands, it won't be executed, it will be simply ignored. So same thing, but if I am writing here print 100 plus 200, then I am writing, so you can see here I can type multiple commands together also, whereas in Python shell I can only type one command at a time. Then I am writing print hello plus word, and that's it. And maybe okay, the other operator also, let me show you that also. 202 modulo 2. Okay, and if I try to use it without print command, as I told you, it won't work. And sep also, I'll just show you print, and then I'm typing 10 20 30, and I'm writing sep equals to /n, and I need to put it also here, and so this is all which I want to use, and I am saying file, and I have to say save. So the moment I try to save it, I have to write the file name. So say I am writing my file 1.py. py is a must thing which I need to mention, and I will say save. So my file is saved with the name myfile.py. Now, so to run, either I have to go to run menu and I have to say run module, or I simply can say F5. Both will work. So you can see. Now let me just compare it with the program which we have written. So you can see the first line was 10 plus 30, whereas in the output it is not showing that. The second command was print 100 plus 200. This the output is being given. Then hello world is being given. Then modulo 202 divided by 2. So it's the modulo is 0, that is displayed. Whereas this one 3000 minus 1000, the answer should be 2000. This is not displayed. Whereas the last thing 10 20 30 with a line break is been given. And now if it, and I'm also closing the shell for now, and I am opening the shell again. So you can see the commands which were there in the shell mode has all gone. Whereas if I want to get back those commands which I have written in my file 1, so I simply type my file 1 and I am just opening this file. So you can see I have those commands saved with me. I just have gain. So this is a difference between shell and script mode. I hope today's tutorial is clear. If there are any doubts, please do write your doubts or your queries in the comment box, and I will be happy to help. Now for this module, I am not sending any worksheets because it's not required. This is very basic but for the next video, when I will be starting with the concept of variables and different data types introduction, from then on I will be sending or sharing the worksheets also. So for now, thank you so much, and again please like the video if you are finding it useful, and do subscribe to my channel and refer it to your other friends also.